enough point to where I do. I hope it's not too blurry. Uh, Start following tracks. Seeing what I can find. It's raining, but the foliage here is shielding me all right. I'll give a minute for people to come in here. This is a live stream. I didn't put no notice how I was going to go live. We got a partial print right here. The next stop here. Every time I connect, it disconnects and says try again. So I don't know what to do. I don't have that. So I guess I'm SO on this live stream. We'll drag markers. No, that ain't a track. Well, if it is, it's old. I don't see no break in it though. Hey, what's up, Biogo Bogbo? How's it going? My signal sucks out here. Normally I have signal, but today I don't. It keeps disconnecting on me. Like I was all the way down in the bottom. I had to climb all the way up. And it's still giving me issues connected. So I don't know. If it disconnects again, I'm not going to continue this live stream. But tonight, I am going to be down here with all of my equipment, night vision, as far as head mounted, night vision surveillance setup for long range. I'm also going to have full spectrum camera running on a facial recognition turret, and I'll have my FLIR thermal I'll be using tonight, and my Tascam audio will be used. I'll hide that down here, hit record. So that'll all be tonight. There's a track right there, partial. Yeah, I was just walking around the woods looking for tracks and stuff. I stepped in a pile of crap down there. And then, yeah, I was just following tracks. I came across the mound, and there was these bones arranged around it. I hope I got it on here, because it kept disconnecting. And if I don't, when I review this later, if it ain't on here, I'm going to go down there later and make a short with it. Hearing chainsaws far off in the distance. Far off. Yeah, this signal is trashing this live stream. The higher up the hill I go, it seems the better it gets. But I didn't want to be up here. I wanted to be all the way down there. There's the X. There's an old track. There's tracks all over these woods. Welcome back. Scuffed up, but I can't clarify that to be anything. Yeah, pretty much the whole time I've been live, I've been trying to get up the hill to get signal. But tonight, if I'm going to try to go live tonight down here, and if the live fails because of signal, I'll just record with my phone, but I want to have all my other devices going too. It's a nice day. Not too. Saw a bear. Where do you see a bear at? Out there where you live? Have you seen a bear here? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna surprise me if you do up there. A year and a half ago, I was doing a video where I was in the ravine, placed trail cameras up, and there was this black bear. It was following me across the top of the ridge line from the ravine, and then I went out to the point I wanted to, and then I turned around, and when I turned around, he was on the other side of the ravine. But when I checked my trail cameras, he was on there crossing the ravine going to the other side. So I'm not really scared of bears, not unless they have a cub with them. They're pretty passive. A bear ain't just gonna come out and mess with, not black bears at least, they ain't just gonna come out and pick at you unless they have cubs. But if you've seen a black bear on this video, I have people who watch my videos at 0.25 rate. I'll get the screenshots back. I'll even post them. Oh, that sucks. Well, because of the signal, like, I'm bummed out that I can't go down in the area I wanted to do the live in. So I'm pretty much like, right now, I just want to, I'm thinking about ending the live stream and just try it again later tonight while I'm done with all the equipment running to see if we can't get things going then. I need to sit down for a minute. Oh, man. For all you teenagers out there, you never tried a cigarette and someone offers it to you, you say no. It kicks your butt walking up hills. You have 5-way thing. Oh, 5 watching. Oh, my bad. I thought it's. I have my glasses on when I look. I'm nearsighted, so when my glasses are on, looking up close, it's all blurry. I had to take my glasses off. Yeah, I see I got 5 watching. I'm bummed out though, because I'm always up on this areas up in here, and down to where the camp is. Every time I try to go down into ravine, I lose all my signal, and that's where the cool stuff is. There's mounds down there. There's bones around the mounds, like set perfectly, like, you know, lined up. Not in skeletal form, but I mean, like, you know. So I don't know. I could try going back down the hill and see how far I could go down before it starts cutting, but normally I could do a full live stream from camp, and I was the tier above camp and I was losing signal this time, which is weird. Let me head back down this way. Oh, that's my boot print. People don't come down in here. at all. This is all private property. And all the people that own these properties are old folks. Yeah, I don't really expect many people to hop onto this live because I didn't announce it through my forums that I have, and normally when I do live streams, it's like 1:30 at night because the things I study are nocturnal, pretty much for the most part. I mean, every now and then I'll come out during the day. They have day watchers and all that crap, but yeah, I like being down here at night because that's when everything's hopping. Let's see new tracks up on this ridge. Down that ridge is where I was when I was losing signal. I was down on that ridge there. Ah. Yeah, I'm not finding tracks up in this area here. They were all further down. Go down here and see if I hold signal. Whoa. Slip and slide. Yeah, right now I'm looking for fresher tracks that would have been left like last night because it's been raining, so the ground's a little softer. There's a track right there. That would be a hill, but there's no, I'm not seeing a tarsal. No, that's not. That's a pareidolia there. That's a foot per pareidolia. There's no mid-tarsal break on that. I have to dismiss it. I had a mosquito on my elbow. Inching my way down to see where my signal cuts at. I had to take a step back. When I got to that log, I lost signal. Okay, that time it held. All right. For any of you who've seen that short that I put up with the squash that was caught on thermal, I'll give you a distance there idea. I was over there. Here, let me zoom in. I was right there. See where my hammock is? That tree right there. I was next to that tree, okay? I was aiming. My FLIR would have been down in this area here. So you can see the distance It's almost, I'd say about 80 yards or so. And they were down here. One was staying behind this tree, and then the other one kept coming out in the open. I think it was testing to see if I was able to see it with that device, because when you're using your IR night vision equipment, I swear, like, I can't say 100%, but to me myself, like, I'm not certain enough to say, oh, this is how it is, you got to believe it. No. Based on my experiences down here, I set up IR night vision equipment all the time. I've been setting this stuff down here for 17 years or so. I've been interacting down here for over 18 years. But when I got all my night vision equipment, I noticed that they would be right outside of your view rating, your distance that you can see. And I think I have a theory, it's my hypothesis, that they can see the IR spectrum of light. Therefore, they know to flank around your equipment. So when I was aiming with my thermal, they weren't seeing the IR illumination on it. So he came out in the open, and then there's no audio on that darn thing, unfortunately, but I was like, hey, I see you. And then that's when it ducked behind the tree. And then he started peeking back around the tree, stepped out way up, and I was like, I still see you, and I'm from thermal, buddy. And when I said that, he tore behind down that hill so fast, like he ran. But this is where that happened at, and I was up there at camp. Just to give clarity on that video, it's Squatching for Thermal Scans Part 2. That's where it opens up into that portion of the video, because that video is 4 videos long. I break them down into segments. And then I also released that, I trimmed that file down to itself, and then I also got a little short on it. So if you want to check that out, the short's called Sasquatch Runs from Thermal Camera. Mine would have your brake. Which is like a hinge that allows them to grab on the trees with their feet and whatnot. And then this is not very defined at all. Now, up in here you would have your toes. Every region is different depending on the lineage where that particular breed of Squatch descends from. I mean, you have your descendants of Esau, you have your descendants of the Nephilim. There's a lot of pathways, but like the Nephilim ones are the 6-toed descendants, and those are the ones I have here. That's why every Squatch track you find in my location, at least in these woods here where I'm at, it is all going to be 6 toes, whereas you go to another location, you're going to find 5-toe tracks. It's all in their lineage. This is not very defined. This is probably 3 or 4 day old track. Another thing, when you're tracking Squatches, where'd that track at? Right there. That's got a nice impression too. Alright, so yeah, that's a little one. Normally when I put my heel into their heel, the mid-tarsal brake will be right at the tip of my boot. And I wear a size 6.5. And also when you're tracking Squatches, they tend to walk a straight line almost, the way their hips are. You see their hips are where their femoral head would be. It is not like ours. We either sit, stand, or lay down. With them, they are able to drop down into a quad position, and because of that, their femoral head is a little bit different. Hey, what's up, Stitch Lover? Sorry, I was talking along, not looking at the chat. But what they do, because of the way that their hips are, that's an old one, but the way their hips are hinged, okay, where their hips are hinged, when they walk, they do this number, almost like they're walking on a tightrope, because the way their legs move, and when they're just standing there, their legs will be spread apart. But the way they walk is because of the shape and position of their femoral head. I'm trying to get up this hill. I'm sliding. There we go. That's nowhere near good enough to even say it could be a track. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Could not be, but that screams Faye to me. In a way. We're little people. Well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this live out. I want to preserve my battery because I want to go live later tonight, and it's gonna be a little different tonight. We're gonna have tripod stands, 2 tripod stands set up. I'm gonna have another adapter. I'm gonna lash it to a tree with an ESS LMB night vision attached to it. One of those stands is going to have long-range night vision binoculars attached to it for scanning and surveying the area, the dark spots that we can't see. I will have my Tascam DR05X recording for any vocal anomalies or anything that I may be hearing in the woods, but you guys aren't hearing through my phone because my microphone on my phone is poopy. So I'll have that going, and I'll release audio tracks. Then I got my head-mounted night vision. I'll be using that too. That records in green, so you know. And then I'll also have a full spectrum camera running on a facial recognition thing. So I'll have all the equipment out tonight, guys. And I'll be having my FLIR thermal with me too. I'll be running my FLIR thermal. We're gonna have all kinds of videos coming out of the night. I'm hungry though. I just almost face planted. But I'm gonna get a bite to eat and preserve this battery. And I'll squat you later. Thank you to the ones who came in to view. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right, love, peace, and Squatch Grease. Whoop, whoop. Penguins. Ah, penguins! All right, bye-bye.